the solution.
YouTube, what's going on? It's the Solution back with another video. Solution for the Kicks on Instagram as well, same name, but drop the exclamation mark. Someone asked me about that, but it should come up regardless. It's close enough. But remember to comment, like, subscribe, and you know, tap that notification button. Call to action, good stuff. But Happy New Year. This video was actually done in 2018, but I held off on it and basically sunset the video, and I'm just now releasing this video because I had to get to the little requirements of the channel, you know, the waves that we tend to get on, your top 5, your top 10s, to close out the year, things of that matter and such. But I do appreciate everyone who noticed when I integrated the different camera angles in there and the quality's changed. I do appreciate everyone for your comments with that as we go forward with the channel. I told you all that I'm degreed in this stuff, so I owe you more than what I was doing. I was just focusing on, you know, my academic side of things, and actually working with video and editing. But I owe you guys a little more. So today's video is on Hypebeast in collaboration. I've touched on the whole Hypebeast thing before, but I noticed something, and I said, you know something, I have to address it, because it became too apparent that this is exactly what was going on. So the collaboration, you have your Off-White collaboration, you have the Para collaboration, you have the Sylvester Jordan 1 collaboration, and several more out there as well, where of course Drake with the OVO series and things like that, and along with Adidas with the Yeezy collaboration. And the gist of the video is this: you take away the name from a lot of these shoes and most of you wouldn't touch them, hands down. So Nike and Jordan brand inadvertently expose many of us in the sneaker culture. And I say many of us because I'm part of the culture, but I was not exposed by it because I never engaged in the pursuit of sneakers just because there was a collaboration being done. Either I like the sneaker or not. So today's sneaker in question is the Jordan Legacy 312. Okay, the Jordan Legacy 312. Now, we know when this sneaker was released, a lot of people were excited because of the collaborator. Kind of sort of collaborator. Was the collaborator. Might still be the collaborator. I'm not sure if he's still collaborating and put his name on the sneaker. We're talking about Don C. As we know, Don C did a wonderful thing with the Just Don series, especially with the Jordan 2. Basically providing the Jordan 2 a lot of energy. That is one of the forgotten silhouettes in the Jordan series. So it infused a lot of life into that sneaker due to the styling and the quality and some of the additions, you know, the t-shirts and hats and the nice box that it came in, all that good stuff. Give it a very classy look and appeal to it. But of course it's going to be priced because the collaborator and the brand has to make money. So what happened with the 312 was there were a few released, I believe like a Volt and a Royal Blue and another one that remember off the top of my head. Then it just stopped. It stopped. We didn't see that anymore. Then we started seeing this version come out, and they were there. They were in stores all over the place, and the box changed. These did not come in that that nice classy box with the gold jump wings on it and stuff like that. I believe Tony from 210 Kicks copped a pair from an outlet on a trip he was on. Tony, if you see this video, comment below and you know, add on some information. I remember your video, and I like that silhouette, but I wasn't really feeling the whole craziness over the sneaker. I just didn't get it. So you have to understand, this is a fusion. This is a fusion, and a lot of purists don't like fusions. Hence, the Son of Mars being right here, and this is one of your Frankenstein sneakers, if you will. Let me use the objective camera angle right here and place it on the display box. This is one of your Frankenstein shoes, if you will, where it's a mashup. It's several Jordan 1 silhouettes merged into one to create a sneaker. I feel like it's a mixtape, if you will. That's what I like to call these. I like to call these sneakers mixtapes, because it's essentially bits and pieces of a sneaker that they probably had excess parts to, and how the concept came about, and they just put it together in one shoe, and they said, well, we think we'll make some money off it. We just don't want to toss these bits and pieces of the shoe that's no longer in production. A good example of how a mixtape sneaker, if you will, a mashup, a scrap sneaker, a Frankenstein can be successful is a New Balance 574. The New Balance 574 is basically scraps of other silhouettes of the New Balance running series. Do the math on that, okay, in history. So what makes the 312? Okay, you're probably wondering, why do you have this black yin yang sneaker here? Because obviously this is one of the sneakers that was used to create this. Why do you have the Jordan 3 cement here? Obviously, as you can see, this was part of it, okay? Put that there. Look at it. Clearly, you could tell that they use this sneaker to help create this sneaker, okay? Now, you're saying the solution, why did you cop this Legacy 312, the fake Just Dawn, if you will, the bootleg Just Dawn? It's because I like the sneaker. Hands down, I simply like the sneaker. And it's for another reasons why. I got it for $70, by the way, on a ridiculous sale. I had a coupon and all that good stuff, but they wound up at finish line wound up being $70 out of pocket. So the other reason why I copped the 312 is because it gives me a reason not to wear my cement 3s as much. I won't beat on these. Actually, I've never worn these. These are dead stock. These just chilling on the shelf over here. But I could rock this $70 sneaker and not feel bad about it. Meanwhile, my cement 3s remain in good repair or dead stock. But it's a cool sneaker. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the sneaker. And that's the thing. A lot of hype beasts will hate, as I make this rotation, will hate on the sneaker because it's available. It's simply there in the store for everyone to purchase. So it has no value to them, if you will. And I don't want to make any more glue on the resale thing, but obviously you know what it is. But literally, it's the hype behind it. There's no big name behind it. There are a lot of people who buy sneakers. I don't want to call you sneakerheads. There are people who buy sneakers who just chase after the collaborations. And I see them all the time walking to the store, and I look at them. I'm like, you don't even like sneakers like that. I could tell by what you have on. You don't like sneakers like that. It's because of the wave. And this is a good segue into another video that's coming up really, really soon, that I am currently remastering, editing again, because I found some stuff that I need to put back in the video. Well, I took it out, put it in, and took it out. Now I'm putting it back in because it made sense once I got to it. But I needed one more shoe to complete the cipher of what I'm talking about, and I had the definitive evidence to show you all how the Hypebeast thing works, and how you bash certain sneakers just because somebody of more prestige is lending charge to it, where you probably would buy it if they wore it. And there's a sneaker in that video that's going to show you how fake a lot of people are when it comes to sneakers. Instead of simply wearing what they like, but they need approval. Alright, so this is why this sneaker, which is a straight utilitarian sneaker, there's nothing wrong with this shoe. Alright, nothing at all. It's a Jordan 1 and a Jordan 3 and a Nike trainer mixed into one to create the Legacy. And just like you have the Fusion Forces, you got the Son of Mars low, the Son of Low, pardon me, and the Son of Mars, you had the Dub Zeros, you had the 6 rings, which I don't like the 6 rings. And you know, any other ones out there that are fusions that Jordan brand tends to put together. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they're terrible. Alright, I will say that there's some that is simply a different design and it has a Jordan 11 sole on it, or I think it's the Attitudes, where it's fly knit. It's actually not a bad looking sneaker. It's a fly knit upper and a Jordan 6 sole. So had they put a different sole on that sneaker probably would have stood on its own and still sold fairly well. There are a lot of sneakers out here that you guys diss that are actually selling, but they made so many of them because the production cost was low, because obviously you're dealing with, I hate to say it, spare parts. You know, let's look. Look at that. All right, look at that. That is clearly a Jordan 3 sole on the Legacy, and there's a Jordan 3. All right, so that's what we're looking at right there. It's nothing wrong with the sneaker. It's just, you know, you guys need name affiliation, name recognition for it to sell. Like the Sylvester, forgot the guy's name, the BMX bike guy. Those are disgusting looking to me. I can beat up my own sneaker. I'm not going to buy something like that. Well, at least you wear distressed jeans. I think that's different. If you like them, you like them. I prefer not to buy that. You have the Jordan 2 deconstructed. Then you have the Off-White series, which is essentially a deconstructed sneaker. You don't like the Jordan 2 deconstructed. They just slap some patches, some stitching on there, and oh, these are dope. These are fire. I like the UNC Off-Whites. I do. I didn't like the Chicago ones. The white ones are pretty simple and basic, clean sneaker. But I did like the UNC ones. Those stood a little better. I don't like the Air Force One version. I do like the Prestos, the Presto 2, not the original ones, with the white cage. I think some of them, they just don't speak to me, and that's what it comes down to if I'm going to buy them or not. However, I've rambled enough and spoke my piece on this situation. Not situation, but just this element of the sneaker game. And make sure you do comment, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button as we continue the push for 700. Let's make that 700 before January is over. Remember, it's not about how much you paid for the sneaker. It's why'd you pay that much? Wear what you like, people. All right, it's 2019. Stop being followers. Be yourself. All right. Back home, when I was growing up, I said this in the video before, we had a cartoon host. Captain Chesapeake was like our version of Captain Kangaroo. And he used to end the show off and say, be somebody important. Be yourself. And I'm out of here. Boom.
The solution.